Okay. That would have been freaking hilarious if we'd have done it again, and then it wasn't even running. Okay, take 3. We've had a couple. The first time we did this, the battery died. The second time we had the puppies out here with us, and they decided to go down and visit one of the neighbors, and the neighbor brought them back. So that was not good. So anyhow, Prepper Nurse 1 here with
Or
the
Zach
love,
Galifianakis.
or yes, or Zach Galifianakis with Between Two Ferns, even though we don't have two ferns here on set.
And Heather.
And Heather.
Yay.
We're doing an interview today, guys. So that's kind of like the joke, the Zach Galifianakis with Between Two Ferns. But we won't ask you those type of weird questions that he would ask people. Okay.
The one question I asked is, why are we doing this in the rain?
Because it's good for you. She has to. We try to get her to shower, and it's a very arduous and difficult process. So I figured if I got her out here, then that way she's got to get washed up, right?
Sure.
Okay, so what we're gonna do a little interview, and after we're done with the interview, what I would like you guys to do, if you have questions for Heather, as a young lady living off grid, any kind of questions, either off-grid related or whatever else you would like to know about her, and put them in the comments, and we will do like a 1 or 2 part little video series on what it's like for somebody young living off-grid. Yes.
Sure.
And then Eddie would not really be suited for this because Eddie really doesn't like to be on camera. And it's raining hard.
I'm aware.
It is. It's nice.
Yeah. This video is not meant to be. We've had so many malfunctions.
Well, we're gonna get it on this one and get a little wet. It's good for you. Did you bring your bar of soap out with you so that you could scrub down afterwards?
Actually, I just got my new Bath and Body Works fall scented soap.
Ah.
All the good scents go there. Not sponsored. I wish it was. It smells delicious.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask Heather a couple questions, and so I would, that way you guys kind of got to get an idea, and then I'm gonna ask you. We'll start out with some negative stuff. What are those? Give me one negative thing that you don't like about living off grid.
The house in general is
Small.
Yes, I'm not too fond. I'm pretty embarrassed having people over, so I never have anyone over except like Kendall.
Right.
That's because she's like been like my ride or die. No, she's not. But since we were young, so she like gets it. Like ever since we moved here, it's like I wouldn't want any of like the people I talked to at school to come up here because I would be embarrassed.
Well, you should never be embarrassed. You have a roof over your head and it's paid for, but that's okay. You have a right to feel the way that you do. So what would be another negative thing about being up here and living off grid?
Okay. Sorry, we did this video. I'm distracted by the rain. I'm like gonna melt like the Wicked Witch of the West. But the composting toilet is again something I'm not too fond of. Well, because I don't mind using it, but like, again, like if I have people over, they're like, "What the heck? What's that?" And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of it's not what everybody else does.
Yes.
Yes, and I understand that. Absolutely. So that was 2. We'll give me one more negative.
Okay. So yeah, I got the house. I got the composting toilet. I'm drawing a blank.
See, because there is nothing negative.
When I'm trying to sleep and I'm like,
Oh,
God,
no.
I don't like this, I don't like that,
No. Here,
no.
she told what she said. One of the things that she said earlier, and I thought this was freaking funny because Josh was the same exact way.
Wood. I hate the wood.
She hates stacking the wood. You don't mind burning the wood though, and you like the heat, right?
No. But I'm like, I'm fine with just blankets. I hate stacking wood.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So she's not a big fan of stacking wood. That was the third thing earlier that she had mentioned.
See, we've done this video so many times already. I'm just like, out my own world. I'm like, we're here in the rain. I don't care.
Okay. So. And the thing is, with stacking wood, we're talking about a short window out of the whole year, So, I mean, and I get it, and I understand that you don't like doing it, but it's necessary evil. When you heat with wood, you have to have wood, so.
Especially when Eddie takes like one piece at a time.
Yeah.
And that makes me literally like choke him.
Well, yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm sure I do things that infuriates him too, so it's okay. But we're good. We're on good terms. Don't worry.
Yeah, you and your brother get along well.
Yes.
Okay, so give me a positive thing that you like about living off grid.
I like being able to look at the stars. It's very clear at
Not a
night.
lot of background light.
Yeah. It's like when we saw the movie Alpha. Good movie. Go watch it. I cried. And so did Eddie. But you're heartless and you didn't. But they had these scenes where they had like all the skies and all the stars. And it was really pretty and it made me think of at home.
Yes. And a clear night, it's one of my favorite things about up here. It is just so beautiful watching the stars. I know that like over summer, I think I talked about this. We had put a blanket down in the driveway when they were having the meteor showers, and it was just back-to-back nights. It was clear, clear skies. It was beautiful, and we really got to see a really cool meteor show. But like I said, because of the darkness and not a lot of the background lights, it was really cool to watch. So that was pretty neat. So something else positive.
I like the scenery. It's pretty to look at, especially during the fall. The leaves. It's my favorite. I almost said holiday. Feels like a holiday because
Favorite time of the
it's
year?
like 2 days now, and then all of a sudden it's winter. Oh, I love autumn, fall, whatever. And it's pretty to see all that. Like when we're going into town, we get the good view.
Yeah, it's a beautiful view.
Yeah.
Yeah, being out in the country is definitely. We'll have to do some bike rides and show them this year too, the fall foliage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. So probably do that in October, because that's when the colors will be the best. And so something else, the third thing, third positive.
I said it's good for our animals to be up here because, I mean, before we moved, even when Mom had Buddy, that's all we wanted to do was go outside. We couldn't let him out in Greece or anything, or in the suburbs. And now,
Suburbia.
suburbia. Now that they're out here, they're super happy. And the second take of this video, Buddy was underneath the chair and he was playing with my foot, and it was really cute. But
Unfortunately, that is lost footage.
that's the lost footage.
Yes.
But I remember it, and I'm giving you that image now. You all
Yes.
imagine it now. He's underneath here.
Okay, so if you guys have questions that you would like to ask Heather from her experiences of living off grid, or anything you'd like to know about her, like I said, we'll do a Q&A, and so make a question in the comments, and we will put them together, and we'll do a couple of videos that way to share. Sound good? All right. So anyway, guys, remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. So it's so important. And I tell these guys all the time. I'll look at them and I'll go, guess what? And Eddie does this. He looks at me and he goes, you love me?
You love me.
And
Deep voice.
yeah, you love me.
Okay,
I'm like,
hold on.
huh?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, hold on. So, it's just, I always do it and they know it's coming, but it's okay. I still do it anyway. It's so important. And remember STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish. Now the rain stopped again. That's nice.
Well noted. We can talk about it.
Thank you. Remember, it's one step at a time, one thing at a time, one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. So that's real important too. And having goals and having dreams, aspirations, that's what makes life tolerable and worth living. And once you reach those goals, it's a very satisfying feeling. And I know this wasn't my children's dream to live off grid, but it was mine, and they're my children, and they're with me, so they came along for the ride, and I think it's been a good experience for them because they've learned a lot more about important things in life. And important things in life are not, the latest fashion of what the freaking Kardashians are wearing.
But I was never into that anyway.
Well, no, I know, you never were. Yeah, Heather's always had her own style, loves to thrift, and do those type of things, so.
Everything I'm wearing right now is thrifted.
Everything you're wearing, other than your sneakers.
My sneakers.
Your sneakers.
So
But you have gotten a pair of shoes thrifting as well.
couple of them.
Couple, yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess that's it. So if you have questions for Heather, please make them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of our journey. It's been really a wild ride. It really has been, and it's been a lot of fun. So.
There we go.
There's
Got like a little foot rub right there.
a little foot rub. Mr. Buddy's a good boy.
Yes.
He was, before my ex-wife got him, he had been abused. And so he was very, very skittish. You'd put your hand down to go pet him, and he would cringe away from you. And so
Except
we've,
if you were in the bathroom.
huh?
Except
Except
if you were in the bathroom.
if you were in the bathroom, then he wanted love if you were in the bathroom.
He still does.
Still
This one
wants
he's
love
the
in the bathroom.
loveliest. This one.
Yeah. But he, we've had him 5 years now.
Well, yeah.
I think it's about 5 years we've had him now. And, he's grown to trust us and love us, and he's a great cat. Real good cat. A big boy.
Let's show everybody how big you are.
Man, he just sat down.
See how big? He's a freaking big boy.
Oh, look at him. He's like, help. Stop.
He's a good boy.
I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Are you happy? Alright. You're a good boy. Alright, go see Heather.
He was like, I was, until I was rudely interrupted.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye.